Hello friends, welcome to Squared Plans. I'm Stephanie and today we're going to be setting up our health planners for the first week in September. And I've got these stat stickers here ready to go, as well as these washi tapes that I may use and these sticker books which I'll pull from. So this is the first week of the September Plannable Challenge, and this week's theme is Golden Hour. So if you'd like to participate, go ahead and post your spreads up on Instagram using the hashtag PlannableSeptember2021. We'd love to see what you come up with. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started by laying down some wax paper. Just kind of set the template. I have this idea in mind to use these washi tapes as kind of like a sunset background. The theme Golden Hour is kind of playing off of the photography term, meaning the hour just before sunset, where everything kind of has a golden glow and it makes everything look better when you take pictures at that time. So I just thought I might use these washi tapes to kind of create like a sunset background and then just use gold foiling as the accent around the spread. That's the idea, at least in my mind, before I started this. So I've pulled a bunch of washi tapes that I had in my stash that were solid and tried to match up kind of a sunset gradient going down the page just the best that I could with the washis that I had. It's not super clean, but I think you get the point when it's all said and done and all put together. And I was a little bit short there on the end, so I was just trying to see if there was any other washis that might work instead of that white washi that I'm gonna fill in with there, but I really didn't like how any of the other ones were looking. So we're just going to stick with what we have and use that white washi at the very bottom. I'll be able to trim off the gray, so it will just be white, and kind of the diagonal shading in the washi does look like sun rays, so we're just going to pretend and assume that it is a solid white washi. I played with some of the other options I had in my stash, but really that was the best choice, I think. And I pulled out this journaling sticker accessory pack that I have. It's actually a full-size book, but it has like sticky notes and cards that come with it. And I just cut off the sticker part of it so I could store it in my stash, and I kind of reorganized the other items that come with this little accessory pack. And I'm using it for my habit trackers. So I just cut off some old habit trackers that I probably won't use and lay those in the sidebar. Yeah, so I have something to work with. I really need to create some habit trackers for my phone memo printer so I can print those, since it's something I use every week, just like my stat stickers. So when I get a chance, I'm going to get on that and make some habit trackers as well, so that I can print on demand. So now I'm fudging around with these washi tapes, trying to figure out how best to move them over to the page. I got the idea of how they're going to lay, but this washi tape does stick down pretty well to the page right from the get-go, so if I don't take precautions to make sure anything I'm going to cut off is protected from the page, it will pick up part of the paper. So I'll do my best to do that. I'll use some wax paper there on the side where the spine is, so I can trim that edge pretty easily, and then figure out something else on the opposite side. But for now, what I'm going to do is white out the thin lines in this area so they don't show from behind the washi tape. And I'm just using my Sakura Jelly Roll white pen. It's an opaque white ink, which is really great for these fine line whiteout projects. So I use it a lot here on my health planner when I want to do a full decor here at the top and I don't want to have any lines in the background. So you're going to see me use that pretty often in my health planners. It's one of my favorite things, so if you want the details about that or anything else you're seeing in this video, check the description below. I will have links to pretty much anything that I am using here on the spread if I can find it, and even if I can't, I'll usually list it and tell you there's no link or I couldn't find a link. So at least you can try to find it yourself if you want to take the plunge and, you know, deep dive into whatever it is that I'm showcasing there. So I'm starting to lay down the washi and it's going okay. I laid down that second row and just shorted it, the positioning, and so I had to cut a little patch there so that I didn't have to pick it up because, like I said, this washi tape doesn't come up off the page very easily once it's laid down. So just working with that and trying to get these lines straight and butted up right up against each other so there's no white space in between them. It's a little bit trickier than it looks, especially trying to do it on camera where I can't go right over top the page and block it from view. I have to kind of assume I'm doing what I mean to be doing, you know, as far as how close I'm getting to the line, but I can't really see it that well because of the angle that my body is in relation to the camera. It would make it hard for me to do that the proper way. And this last one's going to be really tricky. I'm trying not to press too hard on it so that I can get up the overlapping piece. This wax paper side really worked pretty well. I was able to trim that simply and easily. And then this other side wasn't quite as smooth, mainly because some of the washi tape ended up touching the page and I picked up a little bit of the paper in one or two areas. Nothing too, you know, violent, but still just not ideal. And then this guy here, I'm just gonna try and pick up, but as you can see, I didn't do a perfect job. And we're gonna go ahead and get started on the next side. And almost forgot to white out the lines. Kind of an afterthought there as I was starting to set up. I will say this spread was kind of one of those where I think the idea in my mind was a little bit better than how it turned out. I don't think it turned out bad. I think that adding the bright colors to the golden foil will really help in my health planner because I've done an all gold foil spread before, which is what I was thinking about doing. However, it's really, I don't know, it's like it's got zero contrast to it, and that just ends up being very unmotivating for me. I really like things that are, you know, high contrast, bold, bright, especially in my health planner. So adding this kind of color gradient really helped, I think, boost the excitement factor of the spread, even if it wasn't really, or I wasn't able to execute it to the, you know, how I envisioned it just because of the limitations I had with the washi, and I didn't really have any other decor to really support it. I was pulling from the summer vibes style and trying to make it work, which you'll see, but overall, I think it came out good with the brights, but I just had a different idea in mind of how it was going to turn out, and I think it's mainly due to the washi tapes that I had in my disposal and not being able to really get that nice color gradient that I was envisioning. But that said, if you do have a nice set of solid washi tapes, I think you can really get a good look from this, especially if you have it in a nice gradient of color. And just trimming off the excess there, trying to be careful not to pull up the paper again. And now that I've got the background set, I'll go ahead and lay in the wax paper again and then do the stickers on top of it so you can get a better idea how everything's going to lay out. And like I said, I'm going to use gold as the kind of main color aside from that background. So I'm pulling some gold boxes from the Colorful Boxes sticker book. This sticker book that you're seeing there on the screen is actually a Franken stickered book. I put two together in one since I had two Colorful Boxes books that were both kind of half empty, so I just wanted to consolidate all those stickers. So you're seeing maybe more than you would see in a normal sticker book. Just FYI, in case I'm using more than you happen to have in your Colorful Boxes sticker book. I don't think that's the case, but just letting you guys know in case you see a discrepancy there. And I'm pulling out all the gold for the rest of the spread for that golden hour theme. I'm using the long strips for my food log and then the smaller boxes there for my total calories calculation that I do at the end of the day. Got my sidebar kind of coming together here from the summer sticker book, like I mentioned earlier. And I found this one sticker that says Summer Vibes. It has a sunsetty style to it and then a matching like colorful box with a border that kind of coordinates with that. So I'm going to go ahead and use those two stickers. I'm going to use the goals sticker that's in gold from the journaling accessory book, in case you didn't see me pull that earlier. And then I am using my circle punch to shrink down this box sticker and make it fit a little bit better here in the sidebar. I used my circle punch in the past to do this, and it really works well on those boxy stickers that I just don't have room for, but where the quotes are kind of smaller and contained, you can actually just punch them out of there. My circle punch is, I think, a 1 point, just over an inch size, maybe like a 1.25 size. So fits just perfect within the Happy Planner box stickers. I will try to put a link to it in the description below. I know I had trouble finding this exact size in the past, but I'll find something as close as possible in case you're looking for one. And so I've layered that in. I wanted to cover up that black Today sticker, like banner that was on the colorful box there in the sidebar. So I layered it over that and then put the goals there on top of some of the cuttings I used from the rest of the box sticker, kind of round out that sidebar. And now I'm in the summer sticker book again and pulling in some gold kind of summary quotes. I thought this was fitting because it's kind of like the last hours of summer as well. So just having these summer styled stickers in the gold, again, more gold and tying in with the summer vibes that you're seeing there, but kind of late summer. I think it works. It's, again, not a real strong golden hour theme, but I think you get the idea of it. I really wish I had had more photography-based stickers, but I just didn't have anything that I thought I could build a spread with in my stash. So this is my best attempt, and hopefully you guys can get some inspiration from it, even if it's not for this theme in particular, but maybe for another type of theme or something else you'd like to try in your planner using that like washi tape gradient background. I bet you could do some really cute things, maybe like a rainbow. That would be really cute coming down, and then just do like a rainbow theme. Lots of options there. I did do a spread before with just a solid, I think it was like a light blue background. It was like blue and black back in December, and that turned out really cute. So the washi background, highly recommend trying that out if you haven't already. So I'm going to go ahead and cut up my stat stickers now and lay those in. I use my foam memo printer, like I said, for those, and I have free templates of about 9 or 10 styles. If it is something that you are interested in, you can download those for free and print them at home on your own printer or foam memo printer if you have one, and just kind of get your stat stickers there. Do check the description. I do talk about that below, and we'll lead you to the video where you can find the download for those stat stickers. So I've cut those up and I've laid those in. I selected the ones that were very, minimal looking because I didn't want a lot of black on the spread. Really wanted it to be more of the bright colors of the sunset and the gold as the main thing to be looking at. The minimal habit trackers really help with that. Even though they are black, they're not overwhelming, so just trying to stick with that as a theme. I'm just going to make a little adjustment here on this circle sticker I made so that I can trim it out. And I'll start laying in basically all the boxes I have here, starting with the food log total calories boxes and just lining them up side by side. They are the exact width of the box, so there'll be no spaces in between them. And then I'll lay in these food logs. At that time I had decided to wait because I wasn't sure I was going to use them in the end. I thought maybe it was going to be too much gold on the spread, so I decided to put in the top and see how that looked first before I committed to putting in those food log kind of strips there. So I'm going to go ahead and lay in these boxes at the top for my workouts and all the quotes I have kind of laying around. See how that looks first before, like I said, I commit. One good thing about the washi background is that it does make stickers come up a lot easier, so makes it a little bit more flexible if you need to make an adjustment on the fly. And I have 2 boxes on most of the days because I do a double workout, so I'm just laying that in accordingly. And then I will drop in these food log. I decided to keep those in the end. I'm going to go ahead and go into my colorful boxes and bring in one more of those food log stickers. I think that will just have that repetition that I need there in the sidebar. Add a little bit more gold over there. And once I am done with that, you guys, we will be done, friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Bye.